Good morning, my beautiful diamond, SheilaTruelove. I'm laying here in my bed this fine Sunday morning and I'm reading my Bible because that's how I start my day to make myself feel amazing in the morning. Get down, royalty. Now, I'm looking at Proverbs chapter 1 and I'm going to start from verse 24. I called out to you, but you refused to listen. I reached out to you, but you turned your backs to me. You would not accept my teaching. When I warned you, you did nothing. So when trouble comes to you, I will laugh. I will laugh at you when you are afraid. Fear may hit you like a strong wind. Trouble may knock you down like a storm. Your problems will make you very afraid, but I will laugh at you. Now, a lot of people say that when bad things happen to people, you shouldn't laugh at them, or those bad things may happen to you. But as you see, the Bible gives you permission to laugh at people who refuse to listen to wisdom, who refuse to listen to what God is telling them. And when you are instructing people, and I'm speaking about parents to these adult children, you know how I feel about this when it comes to all of this dishonor and disrespect and talking badly about your parents all on social media and refusing to honor your parents and following the first command. The first command that comes with a promise. You're not going to make no mockery out of God and Jehovah, so you can forget that. The first command that comes with a promise. If you want things to go well for you, if you want your days to be long on this earth, is to honor your parents. Respect your parents. Your parents are toxic. Don't do Jesus' job. Go to God, Jehovah in prayer, and Jesus will turn it over to Jesus. Jehovah will turn it over to Jesus, and Jesus will handle your toxic parent. You focus on doing your job. Because as you see here in the scriptures, it make it very clear. I always like to make sure that what I do is in harmony with Jehovah God, Jesus Christ, and the Bible. Because you have a lot of these adult children, and yeah, there's a lot of toxic parents out here. A lot of them. So I don't want you to think that I'm negating your feelings or your experience. I get it. But the same way you have so much patience. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. Just go on divorce court. And I'm going to rest my case on that. Because I see these women putting up with all this toxicity, all of this abuse. And they will fight for this. But like I said, when you don't listen, the proverb says we have the right to laugh at you when you have your downfall. And don't you think that ball of fire is not coming for you? Oh, yes, it is. Because you will never make a liar out of God, Christ, or make a mockery out of them. And they made it very clear. It comes with a promise. That's the first command. There's a lot of commands in the Bible. But that's the first command that comes with a promise, baby. If you want things to go well for you, you better watch how you treat your parents. And like I said, I don't want to see nobody do well. I can't be happy for anyone when I know how badly they treat their parent and good things happen for them. Because you have to understand, Satan, the devil, rewards people too. Everything that you receive is not a blessing from God when you don't honor your parents. That came from Satan, the devil. You could bet and trust and believe on that. Satan rewards people too. Big time. But eventually it blows up in your face, eventually. And you don't have peace. Let me tell you, when you get things, whether it's monetarily, materially, or anything good, and it's from Satan, the devil, it don't come with joy. You may have a little bit of spurts of happiness here, a little spurt of happiness there, but you will not have that fruitage of the Spirit, which is joy, true joy. So I'm just putting this out there because you have a lot of people, and I have some of my clients, which I'm happy to report. A lot of them had stopped talking to their parents. I have a couple of text messages that they sent me, and I had some phone calls. I've been a very busy lady. But they said, I want to tell you, Miss Truelove, thank you so much because I did get in contact with my mom, and we're back together. And I've got at least 8 of those kind of phone calls. Because I said, pray for your mother. Even your father. And now I feel good. This is a good day for me today. I really feel great. You don't just sit around and throw away your parents or treat your parents disrespectfully or dishonor them by trying to assassinate their character on social media, especially when they're not there to defend themselves. That's not acceptable. So you have to be careful and be mindful of that. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, that ball of fire is coming for you. And the beauty of it is Jehovah and Jesus Christ, they know the right time to hit you. Right when you're going to be at your vulnerable, your weakest. And then when you need some help, that help is not going to be there for you. Not in the area that you need it. So I hear a lot of women saying, I don't understand, what did I do in life and what happened to me and why is my children treating me like this and my husband, he's a bastard and no matter what I do. And the first question I ask them, I say, excuse me, baby, what is your relationship like with your mother? Oh, we don't get along. I haven't talked to her for 3 years. Oh, she's toxic and what? And I don't say it like that. I don't scream out like that. I say, oh, I see. Okay. So then they begin to tell me what went down and whatever. And I said, have you ever tried to pray for your mother? And she's like, no, I can't even talk about how, I've got several phone calls. And I said, well, and then I go into my little spiel and I speak to them. And I do comparisons with the relationship that they're fighting so hard for and the toxicity of that relationship. And that same energy that you can put into trying to hang on to that, do you not think that you should try to put that same energy to fight for your mother? She's the reason you're breathing, after all. She's the reason why you're on this earth. So we talk and we laugh, and I do Bible studies too, by the way. My Bible studies yesterday was like totally top notch. Anyway, so it feels really good to have received the text message that I received yesterday, and I have some phone calls that came to me and said, Miss Truelove, you're doing God's work. You really are doing God's work. And I just called to say thank you very much. You have no idea how on top of the world I feel. I feel great. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. So if things are not going your way or you're constantly finding yourself in depression, anxiety, you can't stop worrying about things, maybe you need to consider what I just said here. It's just something for you to ponder over. I'm not telling you what to do because you're grown people, you're adults. And I'm sure you're very intelligent. But these are some things that should be considered. That's all I'm saying. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.